Hey y'all, good morning. I'm filming this voiceover way late after Halloween, but I still wanted to post it. So for Halloween, I went as Tiffany Valentine. So I decided to film like a whole kind of transformation into Tiffany Valentine. So I'm going to start off with pinning back my hair and then gluing down my brows. This way I can have that even base and drop my brows a little bit higher onto my forehead like Tiffany Valentine's. So taking this more peachy toned concealer from MAC, I don't remember what shade it is, but I'll have it linked for you guys. Whatever I'm using, I always link on my like to know it. If you guys want me to start linking it in the description, let me know, because I will do that as well for you. So now I'm going to take my Peach Perfect Concealer from Too Faced. I always use this, especially when doing brows. This way, this lightens them up and will match that light skin tone of Tiffany's face. It's a doll face, so of course it's going to be light. So I'm going to go in next and set my brows with my Anastasia Loose Translucent Powder. I really like this one for all of my holiday Halloween looks for this year because it's super white and it really just sets everything down. And just like I do with every eyeshadow look, I take my Painterly paint pot and prime my lids. I did decide to use some tape to get that really sharp line. And I'm taking this Maribel palette from, I believe it was Too Faced. It came out a couple of years ago. I don't think that they make it anymore. But if you just have a pink tone palette, that would work. And then this is the Amarizi palette. I'm taking that purple shade. I'm going to shade out the outer corner. Start really building up that purpley dark, outer crease that will go eventually and fade into a black. So I'm taking that dark brownish red color from that same palette, that Maribel palette. And like I said, just really building up the look. It's building upon each other to make it more intense while still having the colors peek out. That's like the main emphasis of this look. And I bring this look way high. You'll see as I build the colors upon each other, it keeps getting higher and higher. So taking this purple shade from another Anastasia palette. I don't think they make it anymore, but honestly, if you have any shades like this, it works. So going in and packing that purple shade at the very top and really, packing that into my brows to help kind of conceal them out. Now I'm just taking a random clean blending brush and blending that out, and taking my NYX, their jumbo eye creams, and this one's just in that black shade, and I'm popping that all over my lid and taking a flat shader brush and blending it out. I really blended it into that wing form. I know if you've seen The Bride of Chucky before, that her eyeshadow look is very rounded, but for my eye shape, I really like that wing, and I really like how it turned out. So you do whatever shape you want to do with it, but blend it out. And then I set it with a black eyeshadow and started blending that into my crease, so blending it up into the brow. From that same Anastasia powder, I am taking this purple glitter shade and popping that on the center of my lid just to kind of make everything pop. And then if you've seen my winged liner tutorial, I am just lining my eyes the same way. I'm just extending it a little bit further. So I'm lining it against the tape right now, but you'll see coming up when I take the tape off, I go back in and perfect that liner. And I wanted this liner to be matte as possible, so I'm going over with a black shadow, the same one that I used on my lid, and just setting that eyeliner and kind of smoking it into the black shadow. And off camera, I did apply my mascara, curled my lashes, applied the mascara, and now I am popping on these lashes from Allure. I'll have them linked which ones they are, but they really had that spidery doll-like effect, and I love how they turned out. And like I said earlier, touching up that eyeliner. Still haven't taken that tape off, so you'll see when I take the tape off, I really go in and perfect that wing. See, finally taking off that tape. You want to be as careful as possible with your eye area, especially when you use tape. But I really love that sharp defined line that tape gives you. And see, grabbing that eyeliner and going in and extending this wing all the way almost to the tip of my brow. I didn't want it to go into my hairline, so I kind of stopped halfway through, but just really going in and making it as sharp as possible. And to start with my face, I'm priming my skin with my Laura Geller hydrating primer just all over my skin because it's the fall and winter time. My skin is dry. And now I'm taking this foundation from ColourPop. I believe it's their Pretty Fresh. I think I wear it in light 1W. It's a lightest shade because I am not self-tanned right now. So just go through, pop that all over your skin. Make sure everything is nice and blended when you're blending it into your skin. I really blend my foundation in for a while, so I sped this up for you guys. Honestly, I'm just using the same stuff that I use daily on my face anyways. I wanted this to be as easy as possible to achieve, so I'm just taking my Lancome concealer and really going through and highlighting the center of my face. And you could choose however you want to blend out your concealer. I like to go in with a brush first. This one's from ColourPop. I don't know what the number is, but it's just like a flat concealer brush. Go through and press that into my skin. And then I like to go in with a beauty blender to pick up any excess that's left on my skin to make sure it's nice and blended flawlessly, just like a doll's skin. And then to start setting my skin, I'm taking this Park Avenue Princess palette from Tarte. I don't think they make it anymore, but I'm just taking those two lightest shades in that palette and setting underneath my eyes and the center of my face. And to set the rest of my face, just taking that same Anastasia powder that I used earlier in the video and dumping it out and really going in and setting all over my face. I want it to be nice and matte and no shininess, no dewiness, none of that. I'm just setting the skin and making sure it lasts all day, especially if you're going to be wearing this look all night. You want to make sure it lasts. just taking a liquid liner pen and drawing on her super thin brows. I wanted to make them look just a little bit more realistic, so I drew them like a little square up front and then connected it to the end like a natural brow would almost be like. And then I'm just taking this highlighter from a Makeup Revolution collection that they had a couple years ago with The Nightmare Before Christmas, and going through and highlighting my skin. If you have a nice like pink highlighter that's nice and white and pinky and glittery, use that. That would work as well, because I don't think they make this anymore. So to complete this eye look, you really want to smoke out that lower lash line. I'm starting with a black liner from Urban Decay. I believe it's in the shade 0. And really rimming my lower lash line and my waterline with that black liner. And then I'm going to take a brush with no product on it and just blend it down. Going in with that reddish, brownish, purplish color that I used on my lid, and going through and smoking out the lower lash line with it again, and really making sure I set that cream liner so it does not run on me or move throughout the day or night whenever you decide to wear this. And for my lower lash line, I'm honestly doing the same thing that I did for my upper lid, going through with that purple from the Anastasia palette and going back over that liner again and continuing to smoke it out and bring it down. And with another Anastasia palette, I am taking that, what is it, like a pink, almost holographic glitter shade, spraying my brush down so it gets extra pigmented, and that way it will stick to my skin. I'm highlighting my inner corner with that shade. I wanted to add a little bit more pink into this look, not as purpley, so I'm just taking that pink shade and running it at the very, very top of the lid area to make sure everything's nice and blended out, and to add a little bit more pinkiness to this look. And she doesn't really have a whole lot on her face, but I wanted to add a little bit of a pink blush, so I'm taking this one from ColourPop. I don't know if they still make it, but it was in one of their summer collections. It's just a nice little like fruit punchy pink color, and I'm adding that to my cheeks. And then going in with that same Nightmare Before Christmas highlighter that I used on the eye look, and highlighting my skin with that same highlighter. And now I'm taking my MAC palette and I'm taking that contour shade that I have in there. I don't remember which one it is. I never take these out, so I don't know the shades. But I'm going to go through and take that ashiness and contour my skin with it. I wanted to make my cheeks look a bit more, hollowed, more dead-like. After you finish applying all your powders, go ahead and set your skin. I'm just taking the Morphe Setting Prep setting spray, spraying my face down, and then taking my fan and fanning it down. And then I'm going to start on my lip. I am taking my NYX lip liner in Blackberry and lining my lips really kind of pointy like to mimic her lips from the doll form. But I almost wanted to do a hybrid look for this look, where it's more human-like but still doll. So you can see I'm taking that with my upper lip and pointing out my Cupid's bow, making sure it's nice and pointy. And then I also fill in my lip after I lined my bottom lip too. for the lip color, I am taking this KVD Everlasting Liquid Lip in the shade Exorcist. I hope she still has this in her collection. If she does, I'll have it linked for you guys so you can buy it. It's one of my favorite fall shades because it's perfect. You can pop it on with no eyeshadow, or you can pop it on with a dramatic look like this too. Alright guys, so that's the finished makeup look, and now to complete my look I have to get my Tiffany nails on. So I changed them from those Halloween printed to those pointy red stiletto nails. And now we can't forget that beauty mark that Tiffany has. So I'm just taking my liquid liner and drawing that little beauty mark in. I actually naturally have it, so I always put mine on, but I don't do it with black liner usually. I usually do it with like my freckle pen. But guys, that is the completed look. I hope you guys had a great Halloween. Sorry I didn't have a blonde wig. It didn't want to stay on my head. But I hope you enjoyed your Halloween, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Alright, bye guys.